Okay, open space, and we have with us Patty Platten, David Herrick, Mark Russo, and Judith Bruce, and myself, Lynn O'Connell. And Mia, do we have any public comment this morning?
You have someone who's coming in as a panelist.
Okay. Just to listen then, no questions. Oh, Kevin
Just
Galligan.
as
Oh,
you-
yeah.
as you-
And there's our select board
just-
liaison.
Just your liaison.
Yay, Kevin Galligan.
Hi, Kevin.
And we have Steve O'Grady from Orleans Conservation Trust. Great. Nice to see you, Kevin.
Good to see you all.
And
Yeah.
Stephen. We're gonna hopefully make this a fairly short meeting, just because we have company and so.
And it's summer.
And it's summer.
Right.
And we have just a couple of things to cover. First, I'd like to welcome our new member, Mark Russo. And Mark went before the select board and was approved to serve on this committee. And Mark has lots of good experience with CPC and with select board in general. And do you want to just say a little bit about yourself, or would you like me to say stuff for you?
I'm glad to say some things. So my wife and I bought a home here 2 years ago in Nauset Heights. We renovated it over a year, moved in 1 year ago. Previously, we lived in Plumpton. I was a selectman there for 15 years. I chaired the Community Preservation Committee for 15 years and sat in on open space meetings for 10 years. So this seemed like I've had some experience. It might be a
Sure.
reasonable place to get involved again. To make absolutely clear though, nice resume, sounds really impressive, sounds like I'm really, really knowledgeable. I had great co-conspirators that helped me in any of the work that we did along the way. But I love open space, I love protecting open space. I really enjoy projects with multi-source funding and putting that together. Totally recognizing that some of the open space projects take 2 or 3 or 4 years from their inception to get it done, but I enjoy that process along the way. So I'm really glad to sit with you guys.
We're really glad
We're glad to have you. Great.
Thank you, Mark. And so on that note, we do need to vote for a CPC.
I would like to nominate Mark Russo.
Do I have a second?
A second.
Do you feel set up?
And all in favor, and you can vote, Mark, too.
I can? Aye.
All in
Aye.
favor, aye. Okay, thank you. And I will send your information on to Joan Francolini, who chairs that commission, and she will get in touch with you.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
So just a little update on the Namaquoit Road property we had talked about, and we're not going into executive session, so we're not going to talk dollars and cents at all. Just a couple of things that I wanted to update you on since we haven't met since June. George Meservey and I did go before the select board, and well, before that, we met with the owner. I'm trying to think of the order of things. We did meet with the owner. Stephen and I went and met with the owners of this property, which abuts Powah Point, and meets all the criteria laid out for open space in our comprehensive plan and in our open space plan. And it's 1.6 acres with 138 feet of frontage on Pleasant Bay. And the Powah Point Conservation Area was purchased in 1987 by the town, and this would just add to that property already in place. The owners are very amenable to working with us. Stephen, a blessing to us, is the one that was able to talk to him about a conservation land tax credit, which he's open to, even though they are from not in this country, so he's able to work with that. So we went before the select board and got approval to get an appraisal, which we have done. That's complete, that's the town appraisal. And Stephen is working with him on this tax credit application. And so that's also in process. you have anything else you want to say about that, or?
The conservation land tax credit application has been reviewed by the owner, and I suspect we'll be able to submit it within the next week. Turnaround time on those, I think, has usually been in like the 4-week range, 4 to 6 weeks maybe. So hopefully we'll know soon whether this state tax credit can even be included in the deal.
Mhm.
If they are eligible, if the property qualifies, and they want to use the tax credit, that will have some implications in terms of when they can close, because the state only allocates a certain amount of funding on an annual basis. And so right now, all of that for 2026 and 2027 is spoken for. So it would be,
Wow.
again, if they are willing to work with that timeline, if the property qualifies, then we'd be talking about a 2028 closing.
And fortunately, they seem not in a hurry. They're willing to work with us. They would like to see this conserved as open space by the town. And so they're not needing to have it done today. So we have time to work
Nice.
with them. And the other funding source could be bonded through CPC funds. And so that's a possibility.
I should have said that the conservation land tax credit, it's only $75,000, so
It's
a
not
property
that.
that's waterfront in Pleasant Bay, that may not be something that even gets included ultimately. The timing might be more important to them, for example, than this extra $75,000.
Yeah.
So is that still Namaquart Road at that point, or
It
has?
is.
It
It's
is, okay.
Namaquart Road all the way past it. It
Where's it?
So
It
you have-
changes. I mean, it's a weird,
well, it's a two-lane road until you get to, right after the pond, it becomes one lane, where you have to kind of, it is still two-way, but you have to sort of maneuver yourself past somebody coming in the opposite direction. So you have the small parking area for
Right.
Powah Point, but then there's at least 6 properties beyond that.
okay, I thought there was a different name to the road.
Kingsbury, it eventually does
Kingsbury.
become
Oh,
Kingsbury.
Kingsbury,
Okay.
okay, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so I
see what
I
you're
just
saying.
wasn't
Yep.
sure where that was.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the latest on that, and we'll update you the next time. George Meserve's currently on vacation, and we have a chance to sit down with him again. George Meserve's the planning director in the town, so he is also our staff liaison. Kevin is our select board liaison, so we have connections in the offices. Any questions on that about Namaquart, or?
Nope.
Okay.
It's priority A in the town's open
That's
space
right,
and rec
oh, thank you,
plan.
yep, that's
Right.
absolutely. And that's something we'll bring in to show you, Mark, too. There is a priority parcels map that sits in George's office, and that is part of the open space and rec plan. I don't know if it's in the comprehensive plan, it should be as well, but there are certain properties that they grade A, B, C in terms of priority to possibly own or to conserve for open space, so both those things. Sometimes open space maybe looks at it a little differently than the town does, but so anyway, we look at that. Okay, so then the last thing is the June meeting minutes that Chris sent out. Hopefully everybody checked that, and we just have
He
to
does
vote.
great minutes.
He's great, and he'll do these meeting minutes because he goes back and reviews what we did and he writes them up, so, but, dentist appointment today, so,
Move approval.
okay, so we have a move, I have a move to approve the minutes from June.
You need a second?
Then you have to move it. Yep,
Oh.
oh, wait.
I did.
Move- Oh, you did? Oh, I didn't even hear you. I mean, a second.
Second.
Gotcha. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And our next meeting is September 16th, Wednesday at 9 a.m. So unless anybody has anything else they'd like to talk about today.
Could I add one little thing?
Yes,
that
please.
I didn't think of it at the beginning. So
Absolutely.
my secret ambition in Plumpton and my secret ambition here, albeit I guess it's probably not so secret since it's being broadcast live and recorded, but my dream still in my work in government and in the nonprofit world is a parcel of land, 10 acres or more maybe, that could be used for affordable housing, preferably half capes that totally fit with the architecture and the style of the area, that part of it would be open space, that part of it, if there was anything there that needed preserved historically, but essentially a multi-use project that I think it would benefit everyone and would equally potentially show how it isn't necessarily so that open space and housing have to be tugging at each other, that they can be mutually supportive along the way. So my totally secret thing, but if anyone has 10 or 15 acres, we could put that together. I'd love to put that together.
And now it's not secret because you're on the air.
Yeah.
No, but that's absolutely a wonderful.
And I think it's safe to say the whole town would get behind
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
The question always comes down to affordability.
And it comes down to 10 or 15 acres available.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, and that's, I think that's it even more, the availability. The money, it's gonna be hard, but that can work its way through.
It's always good to have a vision,
Thank you.
a good vision.
I'm having trouble getting on the internet, but there's a lot for sale, I thought, on Monument Road.
There is.
What's the story with that lot?
I don't, well, it's.
Is it
does-
waterfront, or is it
It
just?
is.
It is.
So that was on the market for a number of years. Well, a number of
Right.
years. That may be an exaggeration. And then it came off.
Right,
And I had thought that it was an abutter or a neighbor who either purchased it or removed it for sort of protection,
It was
if you will.
purchased.
It
oh,
was
so it's
purchased.
not on the
I think it
market
was
now?
2021 that it was
Okay,
purchased.
and then,
It's back on the market.
It's
Oh, it's
back on
back
the
on the market?
yeah.
But it's my understanding that the family that owns it is the yellow house on the
Yeah.
hill. Oh,
Oh.
Kevin, and I think Kevin knows
Yeah.
something about this,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
I heard it. Yeah.
I do, but Madam Chair, I'm going to be really cautious on.
Yes.
This is not an agenda topic. I really would encourage and happy to join
Sure.
Steve and you to provide an update on efforts the Conservation Trust has pursued to date on that.
Okay.
You might want to hear about it with more detail that we could share because it's not an agenda topic. So just want to be
Okay. We will
not
put-
getting us in
yeah.
trouble.
No, and you're right, and Patty, I had thought of that on the agenda, but I had heard, I decided not to put it on today, and so we'll do that for the next round if that's okay.
That's fine, I just thought of it the other day,
Yeah.
so it was not on the
Yeah.
agenda, and,
Because it is one that was being pursued by Eastwood. So that's all I'll say.
good point.
Well, Chris, and our fellow member, Chris Keating, had a good long talk with the owner the other day when he went swimming in Crystal Lake, so he had an update of his own on that.
Oh, he
But,
does?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So it would be nice if
Future
he was
agenda.
here, we can do that. but, yeah.
I just didn't want to wait a whole month and not mention it. In the meantime, poof, it's gone.
Yeah, yeah, anyway, okay, thank you, Kevin. Okay, anything else? It's always, anytime any of you want to have a property put on the agenda, just let me know, because we can certainly discuss any one of them, as long as it, as Kevin says, it's already on the agenda. And,
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that, but I just thought of it the other day.
Yeah, and just, Madam Chair, it does need to be at least generally understood so the average person on the street would know what you're talking about. So you can't just say any and all, properties that you have an idea about. You would need to say something like,
specifically,
property in the vicinity of Monument Road, I think would pass the minimum smell test.
yep, yep. Okay. All right, on that note, any other comments today? Okay. A motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Seconded.
All in favor? Aye.